I just really didn't know. And unfortunately, colorectal cancer is rising in adults under 50, and some are being diagnosed way later after symptoms have already started. And some adults are way overdue for their screenings. In my case, it wasn't that I dismissed it, it was that when I had one symptom, just one symptom, I took it for something else. I thought it was hemorrhoids because sometimes my hemorrhoids bleed. And I've spoken about this before. And I just think it's very important to bring it up again that early detection saves lives. I just want to come in and remind you about early detection and getting screened and getting tested for cancer, any type of cancer, but specifically today, colorectal cancer. I had no idea that cancer was lurking in my body, and the way I understand it, it had been there for a long period of time. And this type of cancer that I have, rectal cancer, is a slow growing cancer, but still a progressive one. Outside of the spots of blood that I was having, thinking that it was hemorrhoids, one day I passed a blood clot, and that was alarming. And so I went to urgent care. I went through the steps and discovered that I had colorectal cancer, specifically rectal cancer. So if you have or experience some changes in your body, you feel off, you don't really know what's going on, but you're not going to the bathroom as you usually do, or you have a super foul odor coming from you? Are you excessively passing gas? You have blood in your stool? You having stomach cramps that just won't go away? Don't ignore those symptoms. Go to urgent care or go to your primary care provider as soon as you possibly can, because you could have a potential for having colorectal cancer. And I don't want to scare you or make you feel uncomfortable, but it's very important that we get screened and that we get tested. And like I said earlier, younger people, people under 50, are getting diagnosed with colorectal cancer. And their diagnosis is so much later after they had symptoms. Sometimes we get busy, we feel off, but we don't really think anything of it, and we're just going about our day, or we had an appointment, something came up, we had to cancel, and it just goes on from there. And the next thing you know, you have a real strong symptom, or you end up in the hospital for one reason or another, only to discover that something like this has happened. And so I just want to implore you and urge you and get you to think about it and just get screened. We never know what life is going to bring our way. Early detection does not guarantee, but what it does is get to the point. You get there as soon as you possibly can, and it's treatable. Rectal cancer was treatable. I end up with a permanent colostomy bag, but it was still treatable. You know, had I had an earlier detection, maybe it would have been different. I don't know. But all I'm saying is, if you feel off and you feel that, something just isn't right, don't blow it off. Check in with your primary care provider, or, go to urgent care. And as always, thank you for being here and thank you for listening. I will see you in the next video.
Confident and brave, living it with Sandra Jane.